Aesthetic is running.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Go live. Alright, fire.
Just put me that link.
No worries. Let me provide the aesthetic. Oh, the aesthetic. The aesthetic. God damn, I love the aesthetic.
Well, JJ's on lunch.
Oh, I see. Well,
yep.
Let's provide him something to watch then. Alright, now, because I'm in the streaming thing, can you go grab the link?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure, just give me a second.
No worries.
I should have a notification. Here we go. I have a notification from me.
Yep. The aesthetic stream. Oh my god, this is great. The aesthetics of Captain Arsevell. Yes.
There we go. And I'm gonna pop that in every server that we're in.
Oh my god.
It zoomed in on her fucking tits.
Hey, that's YouTube's fault, not mine. I told it to do the aesthetic, but the aesthetic fucked it. Yeah, USSS is just scared by the aesthetic or vaporwave. I am so sorry. But it's the aesthetic. I'm only missing a Macintosh Plus, then I can get full vaporwave out my shit. Oh yeah. Yeah, boy. The aesthetic. The aesthetic. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna do screen share on here as well. Yes. Give me that entire screen. Alright. Every server. Announcements. Perfect. Yep. Announcements. Oh. Okay. Just a sec. This is gonna be a stream within a stream. Fucking perfect. I'm just gonna put it into ISIS server. Okay. Perfect. The aesthetic. Aesthetic. One man's the... The aesthetics. The aesthetics. Rules. Did I... Do not use this word spans for... Nice. The aesthetics. Alright, we're ready about the aesthetics. I am about to start the proper stream now, lads. Yes. This is a proper aesthetic. This needs a little bit more. Perfect. Live control. Pop out chat window. Give me that vaporwave aesthetic. And now we're gonna review Captain Marvel with a bit of aesthetic in the background.
Oh, you like my fucking comment.
Yes. Okay. Yep. There we go. Alright. Let's start the aesthetic. Alright, so. Here we are. Hey there, one man. Nice to have you on board, mate. And here we are, looking at the reviews of, well, the reviews with a fresh aesthetic of the Feminist Marvel, or I like to call it Arsevvell.
The wee femi cunts.
Exactly. With the nice aesthetic of the 80s running in the background. With the 80s, obviously. Now get in your BMW E30 M3s because we're about to go on a DTM race that you never wanted to go on. And breathe. Else.
Mhm.
This almost makes me want to watch Captain Marvel, but I can shit all over it. Of course you would. Alright. Alright, let's see if I can do recent. All critics or recent? God, there's no fucking recent option. Jeez, man. March 8th would be today, so recent it'll be. Alright, Matthew DeKinder, St. Louis. Captain Marvel looks to heavily feature in... I doubt it. I really doubt this. You guys must know that Marvel and Disney are actually dropping Captain Marvel after this, because it's not going to perform well. And Iffy?
Yeah.
Recognize this surname? Just
Lol.
saying. Yeah, lol indeed. Then I remember I have to pay to watch it legally, which is none of my money. Yep. One man, there is also BitTorrent. Torrent is your only way to watch this movie without paying a dime for this movie. Actually. Yep. Undistinguishable from the other superhero films, except... The Tolkien Good Times. I've never heard of that. But, yeah. Grey Danus. Cover up the grade part. Crack, Wolf Whistle, she might come quicker that way. What? Of course I fucking would. But my voice is a bit fucked from the last days or so. I would do a BitTorrent, but Comcast has my nuts. No, you can always use the Tor browser with a good antivirus and get in the fucking dark web. It's no man's fucking gonna get scared. And don't worry, you can platinum the fucking dark web too. There's a lot of things to investigate there. Yeah, this freckles, but the lead actress feels kept from much of the picture. Humor winds up being provided, yes. Samuel Jackson. I mean... Oh! Spicy! You guys, we got him. We fucking got him. Daily Mail. Let's see what the guys that fucked over Count Dankula want to say. Brian Viner from the Daily Mail. Captain Marvel isn't exactly marvelous, but doesn't disappoint either. I'd have to run it with my bud. Yeah, I think you could just get a VPN. It should work. Because, yeah, here's my techie. Okay. I'll ask him first. Alright. Does it work? The short answer is yes. Obviously the Toronto Sun. Now come on. You gotta know these guys are paid off by Trudeau. These guys are paid off by Trudeau. Jared Mubarak. JaredMubarak.com. Rather than watch Danvers take the human from town intangibles and leverage them from yes. Costs being paid. I don't get this. Not that it's confusing, it's just muddled up. Perhaps it's too action-packed. This underwhelming origin story introducing the Marvel Cinematic Universe's first female superhero. Hey, it's a boomer. It's a fucking boomer. Let's say that. 6 out of 10. Yeah. This is why you don't trust most fridge. Yeah, might be right on that one. No wonder Canada was taken over by the British. It still is kind of British. Get ahead. Oh, someone from the New Yorker, Anthony Lane. Superhero cinema has lectured us ad infinitum on the responsibility that is conferred by extraordinary gifts. Praise to be Lass. Praise be to Larson for reminding us there could be rigors of fun. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, moving on before I cringe. I'm already cringing. But, fuck it. British unless you count Quebec. You've got a point. I can't argue with that point. Quebecer. They're French, bro. They're certainly French, bro. Alright. Okay. Gary Walcott. Tri-City Herald. When a cat's Stanley filled opening Marvel logo, a fun cameo, and making fun of 1990s computer technology steal a movie, you know what? This movie is in deep trouble. Come on, son. Why are you gonna do that to old DOS computers? Fuck you. Yeah, that's what it's really about. It's not about feminism. It's about my old DOS IBM and my fucking Windows 3 One of the sweetest, not cutesy entries into the franchise, not to mention cheer-inducing and strong. You mean this one? You mean this one? The shelf? Apparently my shelf has sent a fucking review. Since when did that shelf start getting into the net? Without me knowing. That shelf? Seriously, you guys gotta question your shelves. I mean, you gotta
They become sentient.
Yeah, you gotta unplug the shelf from the Ethernet wire. Or unplug it from the Wi-Fi immediately. If it's sending in reviews. If it charm and perfections jargon, this is a shit movie. Yes, it's a calmer version of saying it's a shit movie. It's a shame that Larson hasn't given more opportunities to lend the characters more some heft. Especially since Captain Marvel works best when it's focusing on its characters, not its intergalactic war. I agree. That's how good Marvel movies were made. But too bad the director was a feminist. Ugh. Now, Matthew Dougherty, The Filtered Lens. Mate, you gotta stop wearing that filters because it's coming out a bit shit. It doesn't help that Captain Marvel adopts a whole slew of Marvel Cinematic Universe's other problems, from a undeveloped villain to an avalanche of lifeless CGI action. Oh my fucking god. Okay, we need to take that. The shelves can't review. Yes. Apparently our shelves are beginning to be feminists. I can't have that, sorry. Not exactly more... Alright. Joanna Langfield. The movie Minute. The minute's up, love. The minute is up. You failed your review. Not exactly, marvellous. This origin story eventually warms up and takes flight and wins us over. Takes flight? Did you mean the F6F Hellcat that bombed the fuck... fucking you mean the SPD Dauntless dive bomber that bombed the IJN Akagi from Enterprise? Because I could provide a lot more evidence for that than this film does for feminism at the moment. A couple of the movie Mum, stop going to fucking movies. It's clear that my mum doesn't know how to review. By the way, she's not my mum. I'm proud of that. Good. A couple of clever twists that keeps it involving, with some pointed out but never pushy references. Oh, guys, we did not need the fucking EU in the reviews. Seriously, we have an EU file here. Pardon me, my throat is going. That was my body's response to the European Union starting to review my fucking movie. We should take them fucking fuckers away. Oh yeah, the Detroit News from Adam Graham. Apparently he's a top critic. I'm surprised he hasn't got shot yet. Clever twists. Oh yes, she does. I agree with the good son. And we should tell her to code as well. My cold is getting cold in the kitchen. I need me some of that nice basic, if you know what I mean. That clever aesthetic that is only provided by the Sinclair ZX Spectrum 48K. A grand scheme of the Marvel Universe, however, Captain Marvel feels like a supporting player and not a featured attraction. Oh my, a featured attraction. An attraction, yes. Marvel is quite the attraction. There should be like Aristeric. Oh yeah, one man. He's also from fucking Detroit and hasn't got his shot up yet. Alright, Chris Newbold, National, United Arab Emirates. Wait. Okay. Hold the fuck up for a second. For reals. How does the Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia allow this? Don't they seriously limit people from doing this kind of shit? They do. The only way that they would have done this is via VPNs. Shit. We have a case for illegal reviewing. Right? We can get that hands and fingers chopped off. And that Kid Rock supposedly from Detroit. So, the peeps are not all bad. Yeah, exactly. Crimmins. There we go. Captain Marvel is by no means the best superhero movie, but it's a lot of fun. A solid foundation for a character with plenty of potential in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Original score 3.5 out of 5 by Deirdre Crimmins. I was about to say Cummins, but come on. We would be taking a piss out of diesel engines, and I don't want to do that. Because in UK are gonna get rid of our diesel cars in 2020. We still gotta respect them whilst we can. And yes, the diesel 2020 ban. Yeah, my mum's pissed. She had to spend 20 grand on her Volkswagen Tiguan, and now she has to sell it after 2 years. Fucking rip.
Oof.
Best name, yeah. Crimmins. Yeah, I agree. Dan. Oh yeah, let's read this one. Bob Bloom. Journal and Courier. Lafayette. Illinois. Or Indiana, yeah. I think so. I don't know. Iron? But definitely I know which and where it might be. Yeah, my mind's a bit messed up from university today. That's great. Captain Marvel is set in the mid-1990s. It's not the best offering on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like a old car freezing on a freezing winter's day. It sputters when you start it, gradually warms up and hits on all cylinders. Bob Bloom, you gotta tune up that fucking MGB some more. Clearly the carburetors ain't fucking playing you today.
Any nuke can...
My sister's okay. Yo, yep, I think it. Yep. It's like an old car on a freezing winter's day. Sputters when you start it. Yep. Exactly what an MGB GT is for the carburetors. It helps to be a car fan and study mechanical engineering and work in a garage. So I know my aesthetics. Captain Marvel tries Robert Dennerstein. Dennerstein Unleashed. Yeah, you gotta unleash yourself out of 240p. You're blurry as fuck. Captain Marvel tries to zip and zap its way into pop culture canon. Some I suppose will enjoy the frenzy, but not me. The point turns out to be inadvertent. Incandescent movement doesn't necessarily get you anywhere. It's Steve filler up unleaded probably. Oh yeah, you wanna know the irony? Most MGBs had to be leaded, and you have to add lead additives into the fuel. I just know that because I've worked on a couple of them. How the fuck did you fit Prince Eugen in there? I didn't think my MGB GT had much of a boot. Now you fucking fit the whole cruiser inside it. Fuck. God damn, Kara. Hey. Alright. A commander. Accompanying for fuck's sake. KBPS.org. How do we know this is not the KGB? This sounds very fucking KGB-esque. Captain Marvel is one of the best films in the... Oh god, no! Alright, moving on. I need to poison the bit, yes. Preferably with some of that radiation that you find only in Chernobyl. Because of the true Russian aesthetic. And preferably in a larder where someone's squatting in a radioactive suit. They'll stop being Femis and... Nah, I doubt it, man. Once a Femi is always a Femi. Cum won't change the fucking formula. Alright, a movie that could have been bold, iconic, sells for good enough. He's quite average. Moving on. One more film blog. What happened? You just put one more film blog and then fucked it up. Are we gonna see you again? Aren't these movies supposed to be interchangeable? Isn't that the point? No. Each movie is on of its own thing. Characters are different unless it's a joint movie. Like The Avengers. That's not the point, Kenneth. Now, think about putting one more film blog in here. The Patriot Ledger. Kill me. Captain Marvel ends up somewhere between empowering and entertaining when you strip away the bombastic comic book accoutrements. Captain Marvel is a simple story of female strength. Fuck my life. I mean, Femi's Femis can't get enough protein. Buy it today. 1995. They still won't buy it. That's the problem. He hasn't got enough soy for them. Most of these bitches are betas, fam. I like that music change all of a sudden. When I said bitches are betas. When they're talking about soy milk. Jeez. There goes my 1995. Of course, hey, one man. The only way that you're going to sell it is mix up the... I mean, you got to make it a cut of it and then mix it up with the soy milk. Because all of those bitches are betas. I can almost agree. Well, screen it. Okay, let me screenshot it. Done. Now what? Okay. I screenshotted it, Jim Judy. What more do you want? Okay, it sort of feels like a second-rate Marvel movie. Certainly not horrible, but clearly entertaining. Doubt it. It's not up to the lofty standards we've come to. Yeah. I'd hate to. Josh Larson. Larson on film. His name is so close to Brie Larson. It's just one letter. One letter. Luckily, CU exhaustion is almost complete. Pull me back in. I doubt Brie Larson would want to pull you back in. You're gonna have to pull her in. Because she's the beta in the relationship. Josh. Juanma Fernandez, Paris. Un nouveau dia. However, Captain Marvel's best quality lies on how the... Really? Really? Yep. Moving the fuck on immediately. Oh. I cassette to cookies. Ugh, just go get the fuck away. There we go. 3 of 15. Okay, cool. Movie Mom. Yeah, we went through this. Went over near. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Nice, we're back. Alright. It's British Josh Larson is gonna grab. Of course he is. I'm waiting for Captain Marvel. Juanma. Okay. However, Captain Marvel's best quality lies on the emulate where comics from review is in Spanish. Maybe if I went into a full review. But I need to translate this. That's not a problem for me. Do not reset. Perfect. Before heading, yes, this probably sweet shot of a Maggie. Well, a Maggie is my background. Just saying. A traditional main character, yeah. Enemies, man. Despite all qualities, can never be used as an Example of moment in this. It's going to every day. The way comics managed to. So this guy's basically saying that fucking this is just a representation of the current landscape and current political landscape, and basically reiterating our point that this film is feminist and possibly SJW. And as it is, from Akil Aurora, Gadgets 360. In this day of progressivism, do we really need real movies anymore? If you really want to be progressive, you can always show porn, not these kind of morals. Yeah. I mean, porn. And by the way, one man, porn's gonna get banned in Britain on the 29th of March. We're gonna need a porn license, so we can't show them porn. And if he's gonna lose her hentai, because we're gonna have the British police trying to look into your hard drive, right? Of course, they're not gonna fucking go into my hard drive unless they don't know what's the shit. Well, Jeffrey M. Anderson, the San Francisco. Oh, for fuck's sake! Of course, there's dissenting opinions like the Australian. Oh yeah, one more thing, guys. Tony Robinson is also getting jailed again. Yeah. Fetters, movie freak, entertainment. The whole thing is so consistently entertaining. It doesn't matter that not every piece logical stands. What? Wait, hold up. Isn't a film supposed to make logical sense? I don't get this. SF Weekly. Okay. SF Weekly. Could be San Francisco Weekly? Could be. Though there's plenty of punching and brat brat pew pew, the true emotional core of a relationship is with Rambo. Is this Rambo and Justin Trudeau's bitch child that I'm seeing here? Because it might be very bad if it is. And that child will be in a lot of financial debt to a lot of courts. Fetters doesn't know what a good movie is. Exactly. You guys are... What? Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. Apparently Tim Pool's just put a video out saying Ocasio-Cortez has just fucked herself up again. For the 4th time. With ethic violations. Great! Nah fam, too beta to have kids. He is the kid. He is the kid. Confirmed. Dominic Corrie, the New Zealand Herald. I've actually seen that newspaper. I got that notification too. Yeah, I know. Hey, watching the Democrats fuck up is far better than watching this piece of shit country that called the UK. Trust me. Grab your popcorn. It's gonna be epic. Seeing their destruction in 2020. And God Emperor Trump becoming king. Again. Epic cosmic action. And yet another winner, House of M. I doubt it. Then, okay. Let's think about this for a second. America is somewhat free, yeah. Let's think for a second. Is this film a winner for the Marvel Universe? Or is it a boat anchor that should be ditched? Yeah. I'll let you guys answer that question, not me. Yes, see, Jesse Hasinger. The Week. The what things look... Yeah, it'll probably be them blaming Russian bots, misogynists, Nazis, 4chan, Pepe the Frog, pardon me. Pardon me again? Yeah, apparently Jesse Hasinger has forgotten that my week just ended. I mean, come on. Yeah, but the laws are protecting us currently. Constitution want to food this. Of course it is. That's what Count Dankula's trying to do with UKIP to actually get a constitution for this country. I doubt they didn't even fucking listen to a constitution in our government though. That's the problem. No one really stands about Captain Marvel. Then its approach to hero's origin, unlike Marvel's every ended exposition, only hints at a backstory which it never reveals. The restraint is refreshing. No. If you want to reveal someone, you need a good backstory. No fucking worth a backstory that is not even shown. Let's be honest. They fucked up, no life return. UKIP get seats. I'm going to be voting for them if a snap election happens. Me and Iffy certainly will be. We have to.
Yep.
Praise
the UK is shite.
And we need to save this fucking country from our own ass. Since Brexit can't even... We need a... We've got our equivalent here in... Mignonia. Fuck's sake, I couldn't even pronounce the surname, god damn it! Because I keep getting tongue twisted between eggnog and this guy's surname. Pardon me, but yeah, that's what it is. Mignog. Oh.
What makes you think of fucking eggnog?
Look, eggnog, mignog. Think about it. Mignog. Mignona. There we go. There. Saved it. I'm so sorry, Vic. God damn my life. I started... Sargon was in it. No, I actually started supporting him from way before that. Remember when the Brexit vote came around? And then we voted in a party? They were actually my first choice. So I was one of the OGs with UKIP, and I did get called a Nazi by my own uncles when I did say it.
Well, we all know that Labour is shite. All the other parties are shite.
Soundboard of all the times you fucking botched that. Of course, that would be great. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, I'm totally not saying shit about that again. The film, unlike many in the genre, actually builds an intrigue and powers on. No, guys, you're missing the point. An introduction story shouldn't be about intrigue. Reveal the person. Oh wait, Iffy, one man.
Yeah.
You see this shit? You see this shit? See this?
No.
BBC.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Karen GMs. Captain Marvel may not be good enough to satisfy the series. Built-in. My body's actually reacting to normie shit. Great. I'm gonna get tuberculosis, aka consumption, from this. Oh. Captain Marvel may not be good enough to satisfy the series' built-in audience, but might disappoint anyone expecting more. BBC being honest. BBC being honest for once in their goddamn lives. Thank you. Alright, let's pull up the chat. Oh yes, Deborah Ross. Apparently she hasn't heard of the Ross rifle, which will kill you. As she spectated in the Ross rifle, which killed many Canadian soldiers during World War One. Fucking great. Look, what? This is less inventive than you hoped and prayed. It's an improvement, will last and provide more than carry on the film of this time. Oh my god. Get your shots, mate, get your shots, sure. Tom Meek. Oh yeah. Of course. And Brody. Oh. Yep. Rest in peace, the professionals and the Ford Capri. Brody, you will be missed. And that's what she said while she was getting fucked in the back of his Capri. Now, the characters display recognizable humanity, which this film is balanced, but not often enough or convincingly. There's something dark and empty in all the fanfare and fuss. It seems aimed solely at an audience that grew up in the video arcades. And Brody is clearly a normie which does not understand video games or the 90s.
Fucking normies.
Captain Marvel. Not much from our... Can you... Yeah, it's because I live in a flat and there's not much proper grounding here. Yep, typical 80s flat build. Yeah, it's from the wall outlet. Most home music at DJ producers at home suffer the same problem as I do when they live in flats. So, Charles Kuplinski, Illinois Times. Alright, I'm trying to get rid of the noises whilst I'm go hang-ups. Yeah, true. My microphone is my phone. So yeah, we always have our issues, to be honest, and I can hear my own buzz. That's a grounding issue, and plus the computer case I have, it's from 2008 from my old university, so might be a problem with the computer case, to be honest, because it is kind of old and shit. But you gotta admit, it's from the wall as well, because it happened when I changed before I changed the case as well. So yeah, it could be both, I don't know. So Charles Kuplinski. Her quest is well excused, one of universal appeal. So much so that the fact she can shoot proton beams. Yep, cringe. Kyle Wilson, the Lamplight review. Surprisingly enough, I don't need a lamplight. My 32-inch monitor does that for me. And yes, I have a 32-inch monitor. I'll provide pictures of my room.
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, man.
Hey there. Welcome back to the aesthetic of cringe.
You needed a drink.
Yeah, me too. I had a drink 2 minutes ago, if you guys didn't hear. Alright, a surprising amount of humour served with a heaping of 90s nostalgia, but suffers from less than perfect origin story. Yeah, you'd bet. It suffers from less than perfect origin story. It's not an origin story, dude. And I've kind of read the comics. That's not an origin story, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's a feminist propaganda film. This is a much more sophisticated version of the Nazi Donald Duck.
Yep.
Sex music play. Kind of how I'm feeling for Miss Captain Marvel. Hey, Iffy, I told you the fucking vaporwave music would work. The aesthetic is fucking perfect. I know. Because it makes my viewers go horny for the content. Origin, it's a retcon. Yeah, I've heard that fucking review before. Plenty of Easter eggs are burned throughout. The only wish I... Yeah. Human side is strong as the superheroes. It does not evolve into murky mayhem when the... Yeah. Touching up on that point. Murky mayhem. The way that they did the action scenes in Captain Marvel is... that when they did the action scenes, it was like a stop motion film. The action was so fast that they needed to actually slow down the scene, and then zoom in on the characters so you know who they were. That's not how you shoot a fucking action scene. That's how you fuck up an action scene. Oh, Joe Berry, movies for kids. My sisters are not going to watch this, I can almost guarantee that. It's not the best Marvel movie, but the end, it's terrific loss, and then we wanted her to be. God damn your life, Joe. Max Weiss, Baltimore Magazine. Captain Marvel didn't markedly improve the. Enjoyed it well enough. It felt familiar. Guys, I wonder what that familiar feeling would be. Judging by Vice's looks. She's even in her profile picture she's cringing. So it did feel familiar. Okay. Dwight Brown. From the National Newspaper Publishers Association. Let's see what the association really stands for. Captain Marvel rates out of C. It's distinguished from other Marvel Cinematic Universe MCU movies by its female lead. Otherwise, it's too ordinary and middle of the pack. Well, with a 37% review, are you saying that it's average? Rather than lose time of your soul dying inside whilst watching. Yeah, but YouTube yeeted that off. They blocked it. That's just... Oh. Yeah. One man. Apparently, I heard the news that they've blocked that. They've removed that from YouTube now. People... Feminists have gone pissed. Again. About Alex Jones's...
When do they never get fucking pissed? That's the question.
Looks like they want Alex Jones's alien cock too much. Let the music tell you the secrets of the conspiracies.
It's just as crazy as fucking crazy weird.
Oh yes. What? Yes, that is actually real. They've yeeted the stream. Now, fuck off YouTube. Show that. Yes. Show it. Mario Aliguero. You'd think that after 21 perfected a superhero origin from both. That's meant. This time they forgot to add character and personality in the. Oof. God damn. Guys, is this fucking Franco reviewing this movie? Holy shit. Animu Go. Of course he is. He's the best husbando, Desu. XXD. That's the size of his dick. You're forgetting it. Josh Terry from Deseret News. Deseret. This guy's fucking Mormon. Fuck. We're gonna have Mormon reviewings. Okay. The stream has turned into not aesthetic but Mormon teachings. It's hard to find much of anything too disappointed about Bowden and Fleck's new film. The only real letdown might be fans' realization that they still have to wait another few months until the end game hit theaters. You do realize Marvel still has to put Black Widow out as well before the end. But I couldn't put my fucking finger on it. You just called it for me. Thanks. Oh,
No
here we
problem,
go.
man.
Here we go. Here we go. Another good one. Another good one. Oh, Wall Street Journal. This is gonna be fucking brilliant. Joe Morgenstern. And that's how it's fucking pronounced. Not Morgenstern. Morgenstern. And guess what that means? Morning star in German. Just nice. Joe Morgenstern. Let's see what you're saying from the land of Deutschland. But you're still in the fucking mainstream media. I don't know why you are. This woman is a candidate for genuine hero. How much feminist pussy does this beta need to suck? Yet there's fundamental dissonance between the depth of her plight and the shallow disorganization of the script. I thought he was a fuck up. Wall Street Journal saga to be alright. Yeah. They are idiots at a cause, fam. Idiots to the core. Oh, we've got two Kaplan versus Kaplan. And apparently, this Kaplan is versing this Kaplan, so... do we want to see their point before they fight? Larson is really terrific. From Jean Kaplan. Larson is really terrific. She's confident, smart, never comes across as too full of herself. But what I love most is her relationship and camaraderie with Jackson. And with David Kaplan, you'd believe that Brie Larson is indeed a superhero and Captain Marvel is a superb entertainment. Pardon me. Brad Keith. Columbus is alive. Kaplan's a new blood sport. Hey, that's why they named Kaplan versus Kaplan. You never know that. Because this Kaplan probably killed the other Kaplan in the fight after the reviews. And Brad Keith saw it because he saw that Columbus was alive and was watching it with fucking Columbus himself. It's not fair to give Captain Marvel a perfectly possible popcorn movie the full weight of the obscenity. Oh shit. Of this gender disparity. Oh my fucking god. After this weight, society deserve better? Oh my god, this guy's savage. Cinematic gender disparity. Brad Keith has summed this movie up in a fucking review. Captain Marvel is a feminist movie. Everyone knows. Randy Schulman. Metro Weekly, Washington DC. Columbus alive. All the other kids are pumped up kids. Oh my god. Yep. I see what you mean there. Spicy. Mix it up with an AK-47. No, scratch that. Grab a fucking MG42 and spray that place out. And I'm not going into jail for saying that. Fuck you, Twitter police. Alright, let's read Randy's review. It's clearly not the South Park Randy Marsh, aka Lord, aka whoever the fuck he wants to be in our next episode. It's not going out on a limb to say Goose the Cat is the reason to see the movie multiple times. But there are many joys in Captain Marvel and abundance of them. Okay. What did he enjoy in that movie? The cat. Apparently, a goose is a cat. In Captain Marvel. A goose.
There's only one thing you do with a goose, and you cook it.
Film school rejects, lads. We found the guys who got kicked out of my university. Oh my god. Turns out the ceiling was just the floor, unexceptional but entertaining enough. It's basically saying the movie was shit. Oh yeah, from Forbes magazine, Mark Hughes. And by the way, this guy is fucking notorious. In Forbes magazine, by the way. Blockbuster. Why is that in there? Like that. Blockbuster spectacle, eye-popping visual, thrilling action as heroes we care about and root for. With overt and subtle points about equality, diversity, and I'm dying. Moving on. Moving on before I get tuberculosis from looking at reviews. Too much. Indie London. The Washington City. Okay. Rob Carnival. 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 Okay. Indie London. Captain Marvel is another winning entry to MCU. With... Let me just... Perfect. Yep. Yes. With Larson emerging as a highly appealing kick-ass heroine. Yep. From the Boston Globe. Oh yeah, Iffy.
Yeah.
I have found your shadow on the wall. Just that. Yeah, I have found the shadows on the wall. Even when mindless mayhem turns to threatens to swamp the movie, there's always a complex narrative point. Complex narrative point being feminism? Is that the only thing? Yeah. I wonder what the Flixist means. I don't know either. In a world where Marvel films are now Oscar contenders, we have nearly seen nearly every Avenger on screen in the same movie. How do we set the baseline for what a good Marvel movie is? Not by doing feminism as one of your main talking points. Oh, God, no. Oh, guys, we have found RTE. Sarah McIntyre, oh no. We have found the Brexit backstop herself. And the car bomber. Yes. I'll give my old Vauxhall Nova somewhere. Because it's rusty, it's useless to me. Brie Larson steps in Carol Danvers and Captain Marvel's booth for the first time, and it's a blast to see the Rum Oscar winner transform into a superhero in this solidly entertaining, if regrettably conventional origin story. Larushka Ivanzadeh. Oh, she's from the Metro. The funny thing is, I saw this review. And it's every bit as cringy as you would think. Larushka, you shut the fuck up. Stop drinking that soy milk. Because fucking Vladimir Putin wants some of that bear meat in your fucking tummy. Along with the vodka. You gotta be a good Russian. Drink vodka, not soy milk. You better
Vodka!
Exactly, suka bliet. This bitch drink fucking soy milk.
Pussy.
Exactly. Bill Waters, bleeding cool. What an unusual fucking. Oh my god. Captain Marvel is imperfect, sardonic. Sardonic? Okay. Is this something to do with Sargon? Sardonic, grimly mocking, or cynical? Okay. Sardonic and every bit of success it needed to be. Wait. So, Iffy. The film Captain Marvel is supposed to be imperfect and mocker. And supposed to make a mockery of itself to be successful. According to Bill Waters of Bleeding Cool. Can you explain the logic behind this?
He's smoking fucking weed.
I think so. You might be right. Yep, moving on. And we're down to March 6th. How many hours did we spend? Average watch time. Concurrent viewers. Sure. Let me check how long that we've been doing this stream. For 1 hour and 33 minutes. Okay.
Wow. Nice.
Hey, I told you this stream was gonna be good. Well, if you can stand up to the cringe, that is. I think we've been fucking immune from the cringe so much from watching Noble of Lost Paws. Yeah. Yeah, have some water. Yeah, have some water, man.
Yeah, I've got some water.
Good. Because your hiccups are pretty bad. Insert them animated. Of course. Animation. Alright. Captain Marvel is an important, sophisticated enough to transcendence. To make it into through the big door to the pop culture. Alberto, I don't know how to say that to you. But transcendence is not the word you're searching for. Barry Hertz. The Globe and the Mall. Top critic apparently. Let's see. He's giving it 50%. 2 out of 4. Bizarrely, Captain Marvel is less interested in fleshing out its own hero than it is in filling in the blanks of the MCU. Fucking hell. 2.5 out of 4. James Bernardinelli from Real Views. This plays the kind of generic comic book movie that was in vogue 15 years ago. Even he's saying it's kind of shit. You know what? Iffy? Shall we get Tony Robinson to review this movie? 2.5 out of floor. The girl power and girl power ring out loud and clear.
This is what happens when you let Femis direct a movie.
Agreed. I can't agree with you more about this. And who told my Blu-ray disc to fucking review a movie? Seriously, I've got to stop that PS4 from hooking up to my Wi-Fi.
Noir has become sentient.
Oh yes. No, Noir was sentient. My PS4 wasn't. Since when did my disc become sentient? I have no Blu-ray disc except for my PS4 games. Since when did my disc of Need for Speed Payback and NEP Junior V2R become sentient?
Oh, so, you should see mine with the amount of fucking games I play, mate.
Yeah, your disc have probably reviewed it. It's probably one of your discs. Fucking iffy.
Probably.
Yeah. Brian Orndorff.
Cough, cough.
Yes.
Senran.
Oh yeah. Are you sure about that? Perhaps in the hands of other directors, Carol might turn out to be an eye-popping force of consumed law enforcement. However, for her first adventure, Captain Marvel, in quotation marks, leaves much to be desired.
Oof.
Hey, at least your Blu-ray's being honest.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yep.
That's a good Blu-ray. You should pet it more. Donald Clark from the Irish Times. Such a shame this film isn't a little better. This film was shit to begin with. Sorry to break that to you, Donald. Carl Davenport. Wait, Davenport? Oh, the Assassin's Creed 3 boners raging right now. Complex. Yep, that storyline was very complex between Davenport and Connor Kenway from Assassin's Creed. That is a very complex story. Okay, let's see. Original score.
Be like Batman.
Alright, no worries. Yeah, original score 3.5 out of 5. It's fun, a lot of fun, sometimes a bit too much fun, but doesn't stick the origin story in the thick of it film that Deadpool did. I wish the film had just picked up the tone and stuck with it. Exactly. They should have gone with the original storyline and not put feminism in it. A flawed but compelling introduction to Marvel's newest hero. Even Darcy. Midwest Film Journal. Sean Burns, The Artery. Hearing any Nirvana song in a Marvel movie on the day that Luke Perry died felt like a dire reckoning for this Gen Z. Gen Xer. Oh my god, yes. Dire movie. Yeah, boy, you don't want to fucking put Marvel movie, the fucking Nirvana song in a Marvel movie. Fucking Kurt Cobain's rolling in his fucking grave now with a shotgun. And I bet you there's a grunge song about that. Louise Keller, Urban Cinephile. A new kick-ass heroine, a cat called Goose. Seriously, a cat called Goose. I don't know what's with the naming conventions, but seriously, guys. Samuel L. Jackson isn't as Samuel L. Jackson as a young Nick Fury. The best thing. I doubt it. I'm relieved to have run from the Financial Times. Oh my. The movie alternates from exhaustingly samey crash bag flash kapow and the refreshingly less shrug have some quiet moments that say relieved to have a skilled under actor in the main role. This is coming from the Financial Times. What kind of samey thing are you talking about? Minsik Moon. The Minsik Yoon. Korea Herald. Despite his flaws, this film is a decent superhero flick that has potential to take us to new heights with more character development. Yes, it has more potential. Had potential. Simon Miraldo. The Student Edge. Don't cut yourself on the edge, fam. It's unhealthy. An MCU feature centered on Carol Danvers could be a bright one indeed, but as Captain Marvel reminds us, especially with a haunting glimpse. Some passing it to me on the way to come to my grave. Fuck's sake. If you have an allergy to the 90s, you could have just said it. Yeah. Upcoming endgame. It does character itself. I don't get it. Why would you want to idolize such things? It's clear that this is something to do with people being betas, mostly. And this is going to turn into red pill aesthetic very quickly. These people do not have anything to reinforce their sexual desires. So they bumsuck to the nearest strong, in quotation mark, females. But those females are of feminist ideology. They will fuck themselves rather than you, Fred Topple. That's the problem. And they're not lesbians. They are themselves the most
perfect watching this while having the tea in the smug Miku mug.
Exactly. But feminists are those people that won't even fuck themselves because they would probably call it as rape. That's your fucking problem. How do you expect to get pussy from them, Fred Topple, of We Live Entertainment? How? Those people don't even have the consensus of normal ideology of baby making. Let's be honest. I know I went on a bit of a tangent, but I have to explain the logic of these incels. These are the true incels that we need to worry about. Not the ones that the leftists say we are. It's the fans of the leftists that want to reinforce their views to the point. Alright. 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 Yep. Rosie Fletcher and Richard Jordan. Den of the Geek. Captain Marvel is a perfectly decent mid-tier superhero romp with some uplifting, positive female messaging in the second half. I don't know if Brie Larson's female messaging is positive, but I can see where you're coming from. You just want to leave that nice little review so that Rotten Tomatoes doesn't ban you. Kudos on keeping that silent. But I see where you're coming from. No worries. For a movie and a character carrying some serious expectations, it's a little bit of a disappointment. Original score 3.3 out of 5. A little bit of a disappointment is a bit of an understatement. When the main actor herself, has gone with the ideology of feminism and decided to bring that into the movie, and and the director has played directly into that, almost to the point of ignorance. Yep. Robin Kojda, The Flickering Myth. Original score 3 out of 5. Let's hope that Avengers Endgame follows through on something Carol Danvers asks herself. What happens when I'm finally set free? Yeah, you're kind of screwed, Thanos. No. Thanos is the one that will screw Carol Danvers. And the feminists will cry rape.
Yep.
Exactly. But the funny thing is, Thanos can basically click, and basically suddenly she's tied up on a bed getting raped by Thanos' 20-inch dick until she explodes. And now let's see you feel real bad there. Trust me, your wound will be totally destroyed by a 20-inch dick with a circumference of 10 centimeters. It will be like a fucking 3-inch exhaust from an E30 turbo going into a puss.
It'll be in fucking Mortal Kombat with that.
More combat, yeah. I'd love to see that happen. To every Antifa protester and feminist.
Yep.
Okay. Kristen Acuna. Change the C to an S. What happens? Yep, no answer there because that's too cringy to even fucking say. Insider. A delightful entry into the Marvel Cinematic Universe filled with action-packed fight sequences and chases. If it's stop action... Yeah. I have better stop action scenes that I've drawn on paper than this fight scene. As well as a reminder to never let hold you back from potential. Original score B+. Why do they keep on mixing up these score patterns, man? If you want to just go with a out of 5, yes, go for that. Well, what is a B+ for? Okay, Mick LaSalle from the San Francisco Chronicle. Good thing it's still March. Captain Marvel would have made this weak start to the summer blockbuster season. Oh shit! This guy's full on savage. He's like, yeah, glad it came out in March and not summer where it would have totally fucked up. Oh shit. San Francisco, you're coming back. That's the first time and last time I'll ever say that. Peter Travers of the Rolling Stone. Let's see what these normies have to say. Okay. You could ding it for convoluted plotting and a retro style that flattens the usual Marvel fireworks, but a dynamite Larson gives hell to the cosmic villains and sexist trolls. And an orange feline named Goose. Yeah. Apparently there's sexist trolls and cosmic villains and an orange cat named Goose in the movie.
Kill the cat and then it'll get used for Chinese meat.
Yeah, it's more like Vietnamese because they're actually illegal in China now. And I still don't get it. Sexist trolls. Who do you mean? Do you mean the Quartering? Temple? Count Dankula? Those sexist people? Travers? Go travel the fuck... No. Go fucking travel the other way, Travers. Because you're not going in any woman's pants by this fucking rate. Yep. Christian Toto. Hollywood in total. Christian, since when did you get Hollywood into yourself? Well, let's see. Captain Marvel, down to the eye-rolling musical choice of No Doubt's Just a... Trust me, it's a cringy song. I remember it when it first came out. When I was 4. Yep, I was hearing it on the AM radio too much. The shit actually got cringy when I was small as well. Starting to have PTSD all over again. And trust me, I did not have the best of childhoods. As I explained to you many times, I do not need to reiterate on a stream. Alright, cares far more about lecturing audiences rather than entertaining them, and boy does it show. Yes. You're right. Exactly. E.J. Moreno of the Flickering Myth again. Captain Marvel is not going to reinvent the world. It's not going to break new ground. But it does what it needs to do. What? Having Brie Larson a feminist bitch in it? Is that what it needed to do? Yeah, it certainly did that. I don't know what you mean, what it needs to do. Rebecca Murray from the Showbiz Junkies. Captain Marvel has a playful vibe, yet nails the full-on female empowerment, empowering action thriller aspect as well. Yep, I'm gonna die of feminism. It has given me tuberculosis, level 3 cancer, for fuck's sake. I knew this was gonna be good. But at least the aestheticness of Vaporwave is holding me in one piece. Okay. David Ehrlich, yeah, here we go. From the Indie Wire, apparently a top critic. Neither a blast for past nor an inspiring glimpse into the future. At the end of the day, it's just another Marvel movie. Not particularly a good one at that. Yeah, he's basically saying it's an average film, not shit, but not particularly good. Average. Rachel Wagner's from Rachel's Reviews. Okay. Middle section has a lot of exposition and plot, but when they bring it around and end it on a really positive note, I enjoyed it. Am I getting a feminist vibe from this? Yeah, definitely a feminist vibe. Moving on. Les Patch. Harold's son from the Aussie land. If there's no swearing, this is not a true Australian review. He only took the Marvel Cinematic Universe 21 movies. Finally make one led by a female superhero. Marvel has perfected the maneuver at the first time of asking with Mark. Yep, Neil Soames. The Times of India. By now, MCU fans know the drill. Stick with around for the end credits and you will not be disappointed. Oh my fucking god, he's calling it a shit movie. Damn, son. India's coming in savage. Jordan Rumi. The World of Real. This is time-shifting space stories with deception at every turn. And yet when it reaches a finale, one feels quite frankly uninvolved by it. Hell, even bored. Oh shit. You see? This is what happens when you put feminism into a movie. And virtue calling doesn't work. Look. Anime... Okay, some movies do feminism well. Let's be honest, like... But they don't mix with the politics. Hell, let's use the fucking Neptunia series. Where it's got all fucking... female protags. Is it a shit game?
Nope.
Is it a feminist game?
I have no idea.
And that's what it should be. It shouldn't push fucking feminism.
Yep, that is what happens when you let Femis direct a fucking movie.
Agreed.
It becomes a fucking train wreck.
Alright. Yes. Oh my god. The Washington Compost. And Hornaday. Top critic, okay? Let's see what the Washington Compost has to say. Let's see what the normies have to say about this. As shaky and unfocused as Captain Marvel often seems, it manages to reach its destination with confidence. In the end, Larson sticks the landing a bite, albeit with something more muted than absolute triumph. Score 2/4. She's basically calling this movie boring. Oh, here we go. The Times of the UK. From Kevin Maher. They've made a Marvel blockbuster that, like its central character, is entirely free of personality. Oh my fucking god. Us Brits are fucking mad. Alright, Shana O'Neill of The Verge. I can almost guarantee this is a normie. It rises to the occasion with strong performances, with its director's willingness to slow down and take their story seriously, balancing humor, action, and exposition in a carefully calibrated package. Full note on the carefully calibrated part. What kind of calibration does that movie have to have a feminist directing it? Ask yourself. Katie Walsh of the Tribune News Service. A plucky and pleasing if predictable excursion that burns brightly if briefly. So she's saying some parts of the movie are kind of good, but the rest of the movie is just meh. So that score reflects it. Yep. Moving on. Pull up the chat. Dan Morell of the Screen Junkies. A bit of a misstep at a very crucial time. Oh. Now they've gone to out of 10. Original movie score. 5.3 out of 10. Lena Butz. A rare performer that can get pathos and humor in the right combination, but lots of excels at it. Original score 9 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Problems of the franchise's past. What problems were there? What was it that there was no feminist ideology? Feminist representation? Have you heard of Jean? Or Rogue? They're both Marvel. From the X-Men movies. And the X-Men universe.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty fucking powerful. And have you heard of Android 18 from... back.
Hey, man.
And... trust me, I'm gonna bookmark that. Trust me. I'm gonna bookmark that. I'm not letting that get away. That's good. Good find. Yeah. Welcome back to the aesthetic reading of Feminist. It is far too entertaining. Or be a bit of a cringe fest with Vanity Fair. Oh god. Oh god, Vanity Fair. And yes, Time Magazine. Yeah, for a bit. Okay. No worries. I'm gonna just do this for about 15 minutes more and that's it. Because it is getting a bit late as well. It's like damn near 11 at night.
And I'll stream on Twitch later because it helps with calming me down and stuff.
Oh yeah. Search for using Canva to up my thumbnail game. Well, my thumbnail game is done on the phone. Send it to fucking Iffy and save it to my computer. By the way, the thumbnail is of USS Essex, but then I've retrofied it. Yeah, just that. USS Essex from Azure Lane. The girl that thinks way too highly of Enterprise quite a lot. Actually, it's in every sentence, by the way. And the English server didn't get it. I'm pissed. We could have had the Enterprise, not Enterprise. I didn't get it. Still waiting. Okay, let's see what Vanity Fair say. Mind you, these are the people that put Bruce Jenner on. And I'm not saying the real name. Or what the name has been changed on paper. I don't give a fuck. She still has a cock. A man in my view. Has your lane yet been preoccupied with... Yeah, I finished that. And then go into Azure Lane. If you need any help, call us up.
Yeah, because I still got to do that event, so I still need 2 more ships out.
Yeah, and plus RNG, you're going to be praying to a lot. But just a sec. Let me increase the volume here very slightly.
Sure,
And
man.
done. There we go. Should hide up the buzz for a while. And now. That's a bit too loud. Perfect. Yes. The one room with a view. Yes, my room has a window. A pretty big one. It's on my right, so I get a whole view of the shitty neighbourhood that I live in. I need not to be reminded of North London again.
Yeah, my window's pretty big. You
Yep.
can see a lot of the cringy entitled.
Yep, there's a lot of entitlement here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And let's see what the room with a view wants to say. With a well-written story, dedicated and fun. Performances with a sprinkling of 90s nostalgia. Captain Marvel is a gratifying ride with a badass woman at his heart.
The woman is a fucking dumbass.
Exactly, and 90s nostalgia. I bet you that film doesn't even have a 486 computer, or Windows 95, or a PlayStation, or a Mega Drive, aka a Genesis. What would a normie think of the 90s? Just say it.
They'll scream and they'll look at it and then they'll scream internally.
Yes. David Sims of The Atlantic. A more of a solid building block for future endeavors than a must-see solo adventure. Huh. Not an endeavor to say, it's more of a propaganda movie at the moment. By a soundtrack that features almost exclusively rock fronted by female voices, a reminder of an era that showed us promise for brash, loud women. Shall we just fucking move on before I die?
Yes.
Right. Matt Donato, we got this covered. Okay, let's see what you covered. Captain Marvel is a recorded mixtape of familiar MCU beats that sets Carol Danvers up for success. But as a period standalone struggles to be anything we haven't yet seen from a superhero cinema. Okay, you call out for a mixtape. Okay. This is me opening up my cassette collection. Alright. Let's see if it's on tape. Okay. And the mixtape is now running.
Mm-hmm.
You heard that?
Yep.
Now it's running.
Mm-hmm.
That's the advantage of actually having a cassette player.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, familiar recorded mixtapes. I think his familiar mixtape is of the usual feminist items.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, not something to be surprised of. Not something to be buoyed for. Alright, Gabriella Geisinger of the Daily Express. Captain Marvel offers its audience a chance for escapism and and to imagine a world in what woman can change the course of the future. One woman can't change the future. Future is changed by many people joining together in one. Just like these songs on a mixtape. Yep. Okay. One more page and I'll call it for the day. I hope one man's listening. The New York Post, USA Today, and the CNN. Alright. Brian Lowry from the CNN. Ironically, I've actually heard this guy. He's cringe. But he's leaving out a very honest review for once. Surprising of the Democrat-led CNN to say, wouldn't it? I'm saying the person's right, mind you. Idea is a bit cheesy but realistic. Exactly. I'm going one way and you're going both, yeah. God, that satanic left trio. Yep. That's why I said I summoned you here because of it. We should go through what Satan says. Okay, let's start with Johnny Oleksinski of the New York Post. The character, even when kicking ass, is a total bore. Oh. Surprising of the New York Post to say. Original score 1.5 out of 4. Surprisingly for a Democrat-led lefty. Out-left to be saying something so honest. That is interesting. So that means there is some remnants of humanity left in these people. I see. Brian Churritt of USA Today. Although Larson's heroine is still a work in progress, Captain Marvel lays a solid foundation to follow her whenever she flies next. Someone's getting tired tonight. Yeah, you're fucking right. Original score 3 out of 4. Huh, the USA Today is trying to sugarcoat it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Brown Larry of the CNN. And trust me, one man and I have heard this guy before.
Mm-hmm.
He's cringed. Captain Marvel ultimately feels more obligatory than inspired. The movie that basically gets the job done and a little more. Well, he's not Don Lemon, is he? Clearly not. So he's basically saying the movie's not the best, not shit. Somewhere in between. And Clint... Oh, I need to read this. I need to read this. Oh, this is gonna be spicy. Little White Lies with Hannah Woodhead. Oh, wait, CNN said that? Yes, they did. They fucking said that. They fucking said that. You want me to screenshot that and send it to you as proof now? They said that. These people have a bit of the remnants of humanity still left in them, clearly. Although the percentage of humanity left in them can be arguable.
Debated.
Very much so. I can even make a 2,000-page essay theorizing on the amounts, and using my mechanical engineering skill make a good guess of it as well. 5% of humanity left in them. I mean, I was doubting, but that made me do a double take. Yep. It certainly made me do a double take when I see it. Although I didn't indicate that, I just mentally read it again. And Clint Worthington, the spool. Praise to be Goose the Cat. I look forward to his inevitable solo. Dude, the cat is much more famous in this movie than the feminist idols.
Then the Femi bitch.
Praise Goose the Cat. Put him there with Orange Man. Immediately. The cat is orange. Trump is orange. The cat is red pilled. And Republican. Put him there. And I can imagine Brie Larson saying the orange cat bad right now because of it. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Let's see what the Independent want to say. And yes, it's all independent from the UK. Jeffrey McNabb. Seriously, you've got the fucking surname of an SAS hero of Andy McNabb, who died a couple of years ago. And I don't know why you're in a leftist newspaper, but still. If you're related to him, get back in the SAS. You've got more worth in your life. Captain Marvel is an enjoyable enough as popcorn entertainment. What, you're saying my £1 popcorn from... So you're saying £1 popcorn from Sainsbury's, or let's say Walmart. Popcorn from Walmart is much more entertaining than this film.
It's much more entertaining to watch microwavable corn pop than that film.
Exactly. Okay. Ignacy Vishnevsky from the AV Club. Something you might you might expect a sci-fi superhero to be, if you hadn't seen one in a long time. Lol. Alright, Scott Mendelson from the Forbes magazine. We should just call it Praise of Cat Reviews. Yeah, well, I would gladly do a stream of that. Just do a review of cats. Fucking hell. Do a review of cats and their feminist owners. How about that? Yep. Alright, let's see what the Forbes magazine and the Associate... Oh, God. Another, fucking evil trio here. Right there. Well, we gotta start somewhere. Forbes magazine. Like Thor and Iron Man, this oddly phase of one-ish Marvel Cinematic Universe movie is entirely dependent on its charismatic cast. So, you're saying the movie was shite? Okay. The plot was shite, apparently, according to the Forbes magazine. Which is interesting of them to say. Because I would have thought they would have bomb-sucked this. Lindsay Barr of the Associated Press. First female lead of the MCU deserved more. What? Lindsay, were you expecting more feminist propaganda? Because the Associated Press... Let's just say, yeah. It's one of those things. Original score, 2.5 out of 4. She's basically saying it's 50-50. Same as saying not shit, but also not good. Kenneth Turan. And yes, I'm saying it the German way. Turan. Los Angeles Times. Not only superheroes can have superpowers, movies can have them too. And you can add Captain Marvel to the small list those that do. No, mates, superheroes and superpowers shouldn't be associated with Captain Marvel. The only power that movie has is the power of cringe. Not even Samuel Jackson improves that fucking movie. It's bland as fuck.
Aye.
Alright, Preeta Bradshaw. Ironically, I've heard of this guy before. It's nothing special. And yes, it is The Guardian. The most leftist of leftist normie papers in the UK. Let's see what those fuckers have to say. This is the shit that fucking old people read. I wish I was joking when I say it.
I don't doubt you for a fucking second there, mate.
I know. I never doubted you. In any case, Captain Marvel is an entertaining new part of a saga. Original score, 3 out of 5.
Yep. The lefties are smoking weeds.
Exactly. Okay. Okay. Mary Sue. The Mary Sue. Oh my fucking god. But we have to read these first. Alright, Empire Magazine. It's not another cheap girl power cliche. It's an explicitly feminist apotheosis. Oh, yep. Helen O'Hara. I diagnose you with stage 3 feminism. That's worse than cancer.
Yep.
And you're mentally retarded, too. For an entertainment say yes.
The guy's a fucking retard.
Exactly. Now, Robbie Collin of the Daily Telegraph, UK. And yes, those are the motherfuckers that's supposed to be the Brexiteers, or claim that they are. I doubt. Press X for doubt right now.
Double X.
Fuck it, triple. And that's not even a porno. Marvel films are all about anticipation. They're designed to make you crave the next helping before you've even swallowed the current one. But this is a first in a while that I found myself immediately hungry to revisit. Original score 4 out of 5. Yes. Judging by his face, he's probably sucked some fucking feminist butthole and never washed his goatee.
He's a wee bampot cunt.
Exactly. McDowney of IGN. Don't post any IGN memes. And this is not 11 out of 10. And there's no Snoop Dogg or weed involved in this. No MLG, nothing. None of those things should be tainted by feminism. Captain Marvel's big screen debut puts a fresh spin on Marvel's Phase 1 origin story formula. Original score 8.3 out of 10. And now Robbie swallows. Yay. Kate Gardner of the Mary Sue. Trust me guys, I cannot make this shit up even if I fucking meant it. The Mary Sue. Oh my fucking god. Overall, it's a strong superhero origin film. Though I found myself more excited to see Carol grow as a character after her origin. Well, with your fucking review, Mary Sue, it would be, wouldn't it? Loki trying to say you're not Arsenal. Oh my fucking god. We have, guys, we have discovered the level 100 super boss Feminist. The true Mary Sue. Okay. Terry Staunton. Poetic irony at its finest. Indeed, son. Indeed. Wish I could give you a goddamn pat on the back next of it. Terry Staunton of the Radio Times. She's a welcome addition to the aforementioned Marvel family tree. Let's just hope she's given a sturdier branch next time. Oh my god. Basically saying she fell on her fucking face from the tree and possibly broke her skull. Yep. That's irony. Okay, I cannot make this shit up either. I cannot make this shit up, guys. A girl that named herself after a World War II float plane thinks she could be racist. Boy. You should learn your World War II history. Because the plane that you were named after, the PBY Catalina, had a US Navy squadron called the Black Cats for hunting submarines. And it's not fucking Snoop Dogg. I'm calling his bluff. Okay. There is a sense here that the MCU formula is now relied upon to paper some of the cracks in the storytelling. So it's basically saying Marvel has basically put out a shit film and gloss coated it. Nice. Okay. Hey, guys.
Yeah.
We have come to the last page. This is the last page.
Woo!
You know what this means? We've officially made it through all the feminist propaganda. Cringe.
And we're fucking alive.
Exactly.
We survived the fucking cancer, laddies.
We've survived the black pegs. You can now take off the fucking plague doctor suits. You're safe now.
I think you need to borrow my napalm cannon, Hakan.
Sure. I do need that. Napalm
You can borrow
cannon?
my Digimon name. Yeah, you can borrow my Digimon name Napalm Cannon. Just shoot the fuckers.
We survived the sweet tomatoes, yes. We have. We have survived through the feminist trial and tribulations, lads. And women. So ironically, Iffy,
Yep.
you're the female protag in this male film. Oh god. I just had to say that. Because we survived all through the feminist bullshit and we're still alive. Oh god. Well, we shall call this stream here before we die of stage 3 female cancer.
I just need napalm and I'm fucking good.
Yes. I need some fucking rest here.
Yep.
Alright. I'm calling
Good
this
stream, man.
stream. Yep. One man. It's been a pleasure to have you on my stream. You're welcome anytime, dear lad. You're welcome.
Yep, lad.
Well then, see you guys later. I need some rest from this feminist bullshit. I still need to catch up for about around that Tony Robinson getting jailed again. Apparently, I need to catch myself up to that. All right then, I'm ending the stream now. See you next week.
See ya.
See ya. Yeah.